Urgent, Niners fan. Look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest Niners news, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Where do the 49ers stand with their 2026 compensatory picks after the first wave of free agency? The 49ers should continue to bring in a haul of compensatory picks in 2026. The San Francisco 49ers have been one of the quietest teams in free agency, seeing a good number of players depart in free agency, while not electing to bring in much competition to add to their roster at key positions. Key free agents such as Dre Greenlaw, Charvarius Ward, Talanoa Hufanga, Aaron Banks, Javon Hargrave, and Jalon Moore have found lucrative multi-year deals elsewhere, while San Francisco's biggest free agent addition thus far has been Jacksonville Jaguars tight end Luke Farrell on a 3-year deal worth up to $25 million. The offseason strategy has raised significant questions about the 49ers' plan for the 2025 season and whether they'll still look to be competitors after missing out on the playoffs in 2024. At the moment, it seems like the organization is resetting financially before pushing their chips forward with their young players, with the focus on returning to being a potential contender in 2026. One aspect that is going their way as a result of this offseason's free agency is the compensatory picks that San Francisco is projected to receive in next year's draft. The 49ers got the maximum of 4 compensatory picks in the 2025 NFL Draft, receiving 1 in the 3rd round, 1 in the 4th round, and 2 in the 7th round. The 3rd rounder was from the loss of DeMeco Ryans and Ran Carthon. The other 3 were due to the loss of free agents during the 2024 cycle. Where are the 49ers projected to land compensatory picks in 2026? Currently, over the cap projects. San Francisco to have 3 compensatory picks in the 2026 NFL Draft, 2 4th-rounders, and a 5th-rounder. The 4th-rounders come from the losses of Aaron Banks and Charvarius Ward. Banks signed a 4-year, $77 million deal with the Green Bay Packers this offseason, while Ward signed a 3-year, $54 million deal with the Indianapolis Colts. The 5th-rounder comes from Talanoa Hufanga, who signed a 3-year, $45 million deal with the Denver Broncos. San Francisco could be eligible for more, but currently the signings of Luke Farrell, Mac Jones, and Demarcus Robinson cancel out the losses of Jalon Moore, Dre Greenlaw, and Joshua Dobbs in over-the-cap's compensatory formula. Remember, departures, such as Maliek Collins and Javon Hargrave, do not factor towards the compensatory formula because they were released. This projection could very well change heading into next offseason, depending on playing time and how the remainder of the offseason shapes out, but San Francisco has constantly been a leader in compensatory picks, both because of their coaching losses and choosing to build through the draft. That seems to be the case once again in 2025, as the 49ers have elected to make minimal moves in free agency while seeing a large contingent of key free agents walk. That sets up a crucial draft next month where San Francisco is currently projected to have 11 picks. In that group, 6 picks are within the first 4 rounds, with 4 being within the top 100. Those selections will be crucial to filling holes, as the 49ers may need rookies to play more than ever in 2025. Pausing this news just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest Niners news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now, let's get back to the news. 49ers trade proposal swaps Brandon Ayuk for foundational player, the New England Patriots hold the 4th overall pick in the upcoming NFL Draft, a position that currently holds significant leverage. Might the Patriots consider trading the pick to the San Francisco 49ers in exchange for wide receiver Brandon Ayuk and additional draft assets? One analyst close to the Niners believes it's a definite possibility. Grant Cohn of Sports Illustrated came up with a trade proposal that would send Ayuk east in exchange for no. 4 overall, the 49ers also should call the Patriots and offer them Ayuk, the 11th pick, and the 43rd pick for the 4th pick, which they could use to take Penn State defensive end Abdul Carter or Colorado cornerback wide receiver Travis Hunter, while the Patriots would get a no. One wide receiver to pair with Drake May, Cohn wrote on March 17th, adding, instead of trading Ayuk for a player who might turn out to be nothing more than a backup, trade him in a package deal for a foundational player, someone the 49ers can build around for the next decade. Patriots have shown interest in trading for 49ers WR Brandon Ayuk before, In 2023, Ayuk started 16 games, finishing with 75 receptions for 1,342 yards, averaging a whopping 17.9 yards per catch, also hauling in 7 touchdowns. He had 7 games with over 100 receiving yards and earned second-team All-Pro honors that year. In the postseason, Ayuk hauled in 9 catches for 149 yards and a TD over 3 games. Back in the summer of 2024, reports emerged that the Pats had liked what they saw in Ayuk. The Patriots aggressively pursued the second-team All-Pro wide receiver on the trade market this offseason, sending trade proposals to the San Francisco 49ers, both prior to the NFL draft in April and during Ayuk's training camp holdout in early August, NBC Sports Boston reported. If a deal had gotten done, it would have been for a 2025 second-round pick, a 2026 fourth-round pick, and Patriots wide receiver Kendrick Bourne, NFL insider Albert Breer also noted via NBC Sports. Despite bolstering their defense through free agency, the Patriots offense still lacks a true no. One wide receiver to complement May, the team has been linked to various high-profile receivers, including T. Higgins and Chris Godwin, but it hasn't managed to land one. Ayuk, known for his precise route running and playmaking abilities, could immediately elevate the Patriots' aerial attack. His presence would give May a reliable target capable of spreading the field. Would a trade like this be feasible? Potentially. The Patriots would acquire a proven wide receiver, while the 49ers could reposition themselves in the draft to select a top-tier prospect. The 49ers are currently going through significant changes. The 49ers are undergoing a significant roster overhaul. They have already parted ways with key players like Deebo Samuel and are open to trading Ayuk to manage future expenditures, including a looming contract extension for quarterback Brock Purdy. Ayuk's contract includes a $22.5 million option bonus due on April 1, so trading him before this date would alleviate a substantial financial burden for the 49ers. Ayuk tore his ACL and MCL during a Week 7 matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs. In October 2024, sidelining him for the remainder of the season. Despite the early exit, he amassed 25 receptions for 374 yards over 7 games, averaging 15.0 yards per catch. Teams interested in acquiring him would need to assess his medical reports thoroughly to ensure a full recovery is on track. The Sackton Patriots, known for their meticulous approach to player evaluations, would likely weigh the potential short-term absence against the long-term benefits of securing a receiver of Ayuk's caliber. The Niners are also no strangers to big draft day trades, so a move like this intrigues, particularly if it might mean bringing a potential franchise changer like Carter or Hunter in. Stay tuned. 49ers fans all asking, same $60 million Brock Purdy. The San Francisco 49ers are in a difficult situation this offseason. They have been forced to say goodbye to many key players along their roster and have a tight cap situation that makes life even harder for them over the next few seasons. San Fran also has an issue when it comes to their starting quarterback. Brock Purdy is entering the final year of his rookie contract with the 49ers. He has led the team to the Super Bowl and multiple playoff appearances to this point. His value, though, remains up for debate. At first glance, Purdy's 67 completion percentage and 64 touchdowns shows a quarterback among the upper echelon at his position. The fact he has multiple playoff moments is another feather in his cap at that point as well. But in a 49ers offense that has taken multiple quarterbacks to the Super Bowl at this rate, the team could very well opt to give Purdy a deal that is less than the market value for an above-average signal caller. NFL Network's Mike Garafolo teases Thursday night that Purdy is looking for a contract worth $60 million per year, the highest contract given to a quarterback. That signal caller is Dallas Cowboys star Dak Prescott, and that has 49ers fans all asking a $60 million question about this QB's true value. But wait, Purdy has beaten Prescott in the playoffs already. So if Dallas' highest paid player is worth $60 million, shouldn't Purdy at least come close for San Francisco? The Purdy debate isn't going away anytime soon. But as the 49ers continue into the next few waves of free agency, securing his future in some fashion is at the top of their priority list. But how much is what's at stake here? Cowboys' Dak Prescott creating 49ers problem with Brock Purdy. The San Francisco 49ers may have built a culture of winning in recent years under Kyle Shanahan, but that doesn't mean they can get players to take team-friendly contract deals. That's the reality the organization is learning when it comes to starting cornerback Brock Purdy. Purdy has thrown 64 touchdown passes through his 3-year run, with the team including multiple playoff wins and a Super Bowl berth. He is entering the final year of his rookie contract, and that has forced difficult conversations for the organization. In an offense that has taken multiple signal callers to the Super Bowl, can the 49ers get away with a team discount from Purdy on the negotiating side? According to NFL Network's Mike Garafolo, that's unlikely. John Lynch knows what's coming, and it's that Brock Purdy deal that at some point is going to happen this offseason, Garafolo shared. I know he was the last pick in the draft. You may have heard about it. I know that it's a system that people think, oh, you just plug a quarterback in and he runs the system. Oh, really? Because they tried to do that with a bunch of guys, and it didn't work as well as it has with Brock Purdy. So Purdy is going to look at this and say, I need to be paid like one of the top quarterbacks in the league. Now, if you go back over the last 5 years or so, you see the quarterback deals that were done. The average per year is usually anywhere from like 21 to 25% of the salary cap. If it's on the low end of that, he's going to clear guys like Jacksonville Jaguars QB Trevor Lawrence. Now, he's not going to get to Dak Prescott's number of $60 million per year, but he'll be in the high 50s. In a sense, then, Dak's deal with the Dallas Cowboys is creating a Purdy problem in the Bay. Purdy's contract will be a major focus this offseason. It's a big reason why the 49ers have lost so many free agents to this point. But if they can get a deal done, that is, closer to Prescott, the 49ers won't have the pressure they had last season for some of their aging stars. And now, Niners fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for Niners. I'll be back any moment with more Niners news.